Hey there, my name is Christine Weir and I am a Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is running with your runners. I'm not talking about physically running. I'm not talking about any kind of exercise. What instead I'm talking about is jumping in with those people on your team who really want this business. And the things we're going to cover today are how to identify your runners, how to support the bottom 80% while running with the top 20%. And then I'm going to give you some tangible ideas for supporting and training your runners on the journey to the top. Okay, so let's start by talking first of all about 80-20, because it's something that I never really realized before I went to a Jules training. I was a brand new Emerald Ambassador at convention last year when we were in Phoenix. And I went to the first Jules training I'd ever been to, and we had some amazing presenters. And one piece stuck out so very vividly to me. It was Melissa Eichenhorst who shared it. She talked about your team divided into 20% at the top and 80% at the bottom. And what she was talking about was the top 20% of your team that's running to get to the top of this company, who wants the business, who wants to make this their future, and they're driven like nothing else to get there. That's the top 20%. Not talking about levels at all. It doesn't matter to me what level someone is. If they want this business, then I want to pour into them and support them and invest in them on this journey, because I love watching people succeed. In fact, I love watching people succeed that are not even on my team. So for me, it's not about a level. It's about their commitment and their drive and their ambition and their commitment. They're just their core commitment to the process. So you need to run with that top 20%. What do you do with the bottom 80%? You love them, you support them, you encourage them, you answer their questions, you help them, but you cannot spend your time on those people who turn off one month and turn on and then turn off. You cannot spend your time begging them to get into the business and begging them to be 100% in. You cannot spend your time with people who don't want it. You know, you can want it for them. I totally get that. You want it for them. You see their potential. You know they could be amazing. Take the time to tell them that, but then let them discover their vision while you are working and supporting and encouraging those people who already have the vision, who are already on their way to the top. And here's the thing. Somebody that's a runner might be a brand new ambassador, or they might be a senior Ruby. It doesn't matter what their rank is, and I've already said it doesn't matter what their level is, at least not to me. For me personally, it is who they are and where they're going that matters most. So how do you figure out who your runners are? Well, you look and you observe really carefully, and you find out who is all in. Well, what does all in mean? Are these people posting every day? Are they training? Do they get involved when you do like some sort of contest on your page? Are they there to respond to other people? Do they post in your team page? Do they ask for support? Are they interactive with you in their upline? Okay, these are all clues to who your runners are. And guys, to me personally, my runners just stick out. It's not, I don't have to go searching for them. It's so obvious to me who my runners are, because they're the people who are like me, who are like-minded. It's a mindset that we get in, that we just are so driven to help people and love people and through our amazing products. And then on the way to that, we also have our own personal success and we help build amazing teams. So you are going to find those people who want the business. And those are the people that you're going to pour your love and your time and your support into. They're the people that are going to get the most of you and the best parts of you, okay? So how do you do that? Well, let me tell you, for those of you who don't know me, I was a kindergarten teacher for 19 years. I retired in June of 2015, and it was really hard for me coming into this kind of business and thinking about that 80-20 split. I really had to take some time. It made complete sense, but I had to take some time to get my mind around that, because here's the honest truth. As an educator, I've been an advocate for 100% of my students my entire career. You know, I want to help those struggling students. I definitely want to be there for the average, which is the main section of your students. But it seemed like to me in my career that so many of the kiddos who were really high or just they were on the fast track to learning, the accelerated group, it seemed to me like they got left behind so often because they already had it. But for me, it just didn't seem right. And I've been about equity my whole life. So when somebody says to me, you need to run with your top 20% and you need to not worry so much about your bottom 80%, I worry about equity, okay? When people run leveled contests, I worry about equity. And here's the thing, this is my business, so I get to run it however I want. So for me, I'm gonna tell you how I run with my runners. I don't have leveled contests. I don't have a team page just for certain legs under me. My team page is for my entire team. And every contest that I run is for my entire team. So am I saying that I give gifts and I give promotional things and I sometimes give money away or gift cards away to people who are like level 12s and I don't even get paid on them? That's exactly what I'm telling you. Because to me, it doesn't matter what level they are. What matters is that they are engaged and excited and that they are having success with Plexus, and I want to help them do it all the way to the top. So I had to figure out, how am I going to justify, while being equitable, a separate kind of devotion to that top 20? And so this is what I did. I made it really simple. It wasn't about me deciding who my runners were. It was about them deciding that they were my runners. And so I started a group back in October called Highway to Emerald. And that group has about 72 people in it. My team is over 2,200. And so that gives you, like, it's just a small amount. That's not even my top 20, right? That's like smaller amount than that. It's like my top 5%. And those are the people who made a commitment to read Failing Forward by John C. Maxwell, who committed to doing a why video and posting it personally on Facebook, who told me they would make a tangible dream board and then produced the results and shared it with the group. These are the people that are committed to challenges and meet the challenges every single week in this special group. They're my runners. And how is that fair? It's fair because they decided that they wanted to make that commitment. It was open to my entire team, but you had to make a commitment to be in the group, and then you had to follow through with the commitment. So yes, we've lost some people along the way, but over in Highway to Emerald, I do special trainings, and I do something that's really different than any other Emerald type group that I've ever been a part of. I've been a part of 3 different ones, and I've seen how they're done, and they're done so well, and I take pieces and parts from all of them. But something that's really motivating to me, because I'm a competitive person, is I love contests. And I love to spoil my team. That's just my thing. So over in Highway to Emerald, I have separate contests for my runners, and I pour into them. So what's funny is I've had some people ask me, can I be a part of Highway to Emerald even though I'm not on your team? And I am, if you don't already know, completely one Plexus. I literally am one Plexus. But here is why I don't invite people into that group from other teams. Because it's about me pouring in to those people on my team who have committed to me and committed to the process and committed to their own dreams. And if I added every single person in Plexus that wanted to be a part of that group, how could I ever pour into all of them? I couldn't, because I ask for assignments that are personally sent to me. And when I'm looking over those assignments, there's no way I could do like 200 or 300 people. So it is just for my team because it's designed for my team. So why am I telling you about it if I'm not offering to have you be a part of it? It's because I think you should design a similar group. You might call it something completely different. It might really just be about IPA, income producing activities. Whatever the focus is of your team, that's what you would use for the focus of your group. But for me, in Highway to Emerald, it was the people who have a vision to be a Jewel Ambassador. And we are running to the top together. Let me tell you something really quick before this gets really long. That group of people is exploding. I am watching their teams literally blow up. And you know what? For the newbies that are in that group, because I do have some newbies in there, their teams aren't huge yet, but what they're learning as a leader and how to lead their team is going to help them explode their business. So no matter where you are in your journey, you can be a runner, okay? This isn't typical go walk for a little bit and then start running. You can run right out of the gate with Plexus, and you can go to the top as fast as you want. Let me tell you what makes the difference between how fast or how slow someone gets to the top. There's a lot of factors. One of them is consistency, vision, drive, but also your circle, who you have built relationships with all your life. So if you are a real social person, you're probably going to do really, really well, really, really quickly. And if you're not, it may take you longer. Does it mean you're going to be a failure? No, it doesn't mean you're going to be a failure. It means you're going to have to work harder to form relationships and build them so that you can build your business, okay? But everybody runs at a different pace. That's the great thing about a running group. Everybody's doing the same activities, but we're all getting there at a different speed, okay? And the last thing that I want to sum up before we just kind of wrap up here is this. You know, all of us need to have tangible goals, goals that we can really reach. So if you are a Sapphire ambassador, your goal is to probably go diamond, right? But if you're a silver ambassador, your goal should be to be a gold ambassador, okay? Don't just decide you're going to be emerald in 2 weeks, because honestly, it's not realistic, and so it's counterproductive. And what happens when you don't reach a goal that you've set that's too lofty is that you become disappointed and frustrated. We don't want that. So set small goals along the way, and what you will find is a great sense of accomplishment as you meet those small goals, because ultimately that will help you reach your big goal at the end of the race. So I hope this has helped you guys. I'm really passionate about pouring into people and investing in people, and so I just wanted to share with you today that it's so important for you to really invest in the people who are ready to commit to this process. So have a great day.